Hey guys, welcome back to Sassy Southern Home. I am Christine. This week is going to be 3 easy beach decor items, nautical items. So I know you guys, a lot of you like the nautical, and it's the season for it because it's summer. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already noticed, if you're a returning subscriber, yeah, I had to get glasses. I'm at that age. I'm not going to say what age, but I'm at that age. My eyes are pretty bad. So anyhow, it's mostly reading, but the news like, you got to have bifocals. I was like, okay. But I do like the glasses. I do have to say they're a little bit different. I don't know if you can see, but they're a green. So I picked out something a little unusual. Anyhow, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's my first goal on here. That will keep me able to give you guys content from week to week. And I appreciate you for stopping by. Please watch to the end. It's only 3 little projects, so watch to the end. Thank you so much.
First project is this cute little sign that I got from Dollar Tree, little seahorse on it. I am going to cover that with my cotton Dixie Belle chalk paint, and I'm going to use some twine for the hanger. I took the hanger that was on there off, and then I'm going to use some stencils I had on hand to spell out beach. And then this cute little one, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but that is a little mermaid tail. I'm going to use that also, as well as these little sand dollars that are fake that I found at Dollar Tree. So I'm only going to do 1 coat on each side, just because I like that distressed look. And of course, I'm using the existing holes you see there for the hanger that I'm going to put back on there. So I'm going to leave those. So I'm just going to do 1 coat each side. And then I am going to use, and I didn't have this out to show you, but I will show you in a minute here. I am going to use Dixie Belle, and this is called Sea Glass paint. It's a pretty bluish green. Reminds me of a sea color. So anyhow, I'm going to use that for my stencil and for the little mermaid tail. So some of these I have used before, so I had to use some masking tape to help hold them down. The ones that are new actually have a sticky to the back of them. It took me 3 times to line these up, but I finally ended up lining them all the way up to the seahorse's tail, the bottom of his tail there. So you'll see me putting these down, but then I got to line them all back up again because they didn't quite reach at the bottom. So. And then when I get through using those, and I'm just going to do 1 coat each in the blue, and then before they dry, I am going to pull those up. The stencils do better if you'll go ahead and pull them up before you let them have a chance to dry. So I'm just going to use a little stencil brush. I'm not sure where I got my little brushes from, but I have bought some from Dollar Tree before, so I'm just going to use my little stencil brush and stipple the paint in there. I'm not going to brush the paint in there. I'm not going to roll the paint in there. But I'm just going to use the stencil brush to actually stipple it in there. And that's just a pouncing technique with the paint. Then I'm going to take the little mermaid little stencil and kind of figure out where to put that in between 2 of the bottom letters and stencil that in there. And then we're going to take... I'm going to only use 2 of the 3-pack of the sand dollars, and I'm going to hot glue those down. And then we're simply going to put our jute twine on there for our little hanger, and then this project is going to be complete. Okay, y'all, so project 2 is going to be this cute little beach dish to go with our beach ocean theme today. And I just picked up one of these little trays, little stands, little bowls from the party supply section at my Dollar Tree. We're going to use some masking tape to tape off about half, and I'm going to use my Dixie Belle cotton chalk paint, but I'm also going to use the Dixie Belle sea glass chalk paint as well. So I did, to remove that little label, it was a little stubborn. I did not have any Goo Gone with me. So I did sandpaper that, but only because I was going to paint the whole thing, so it really didn't matter. But if you were not going to paint the whole thing, of course, you need to use something other to get that label off a little better. That was a little stubborn label. So I ended up doing 3 coats each of the white and the sea glass. And so what I did was I did my coat, let it dry, then I did a second coat, I think, and then I went to my blue. So I'm going to put that, and I use the same painter's tape over and over, so I'm just going to put that painter's tape on top of the line. Just make sure the edges are down so you get crisp lines when you do this technique. When I did the blue, I also painted that little fluted bottom as well. So the whole outside is completely painted. Now, I did not paint the inside, so you could still use this to put some food out if you were having a party or at the beach or at the lake. But if you wanted to use it for food and you would find that you had to wash the dish, you certainly need to seal the chalk paint in. So just keep that in mind if you're using to put anything in it. But it would look cute out on your counter to put your seashells in. Now you can't see through the glass, so just keep in mind that you would have to have something larger or pile them on top so you can see that. You could put some floral foam in the bottom and put you some pretty flowers in it. But you'll see how I style it here. I'll show you all the 3 projects in the end, and you can get some ideas from there. It would look pretty, like I said, to use at a party. Put some watermelon slices in it, some strawberries. It would look really pretty then. But this makes a nice little tray that you can certainly use, and it's quick and easy. Okay, y'all, project number 3, our last project, is this adorable little beach tray. Now, I found this little tray at Bill's. It used to be Burke's. I don't know if you guys have one of those nearby you, but I feel like with this nautical season, pool season, summer season being here, that you'll be able to find something similar to this. So, and I want to use it as a little tray, maybe a little catch-all in your house would be great. So, obviously, I had to fill something in on it. So, I'm taking some nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, and because hot glue does burn the crap out of my fingers, I do have these little protectors on here. So what I'm doing is just starting a good little centerpiece. So I'm going to start that off of the tray and just continue that around and putting hot glue, and just try to put light hot glue just around that edge so you don't have a whole lot of hot glue actually showing. So I'm just going to start a good little circle, and then I'm going to hot glue that into the bottom, the middle of the tray. And then you're going to hot glue onto the tray, again, sparingly around the rope, and then in places I put some on the tray itself just to keep binding it. And you'll find on this tray, as I go up, there's a few spaces to glue. So I did have to put a good bit of hot glue in those places to make sure it stayed down. And I'm not going to go all the way up, but just a good little piece of the tray. Like I say, just enough to be able for it to function, to put something in to hold. So this is an easy project, and this is all we're going to do, is just do a bunch of hot glue in here. And as we're finishing up here, I'm just going to run this last little piece and then tuck it in real good. So I do want this one glued down fairly good. So, and then when I get to the end, and I do take that tape off that end piece, I am going to just tuck that in there real good and glue those edges just so they don't fray out. And then our completed project. And then in a minute, I will show you all of our completed projects. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it.